Earlier this morning, I had a chance to talk to Reverend John Hall Brown. He's the pastor of the nearby Mount Zion AME Church and a close friend of Pastor Pinckney.
Close friend.
Who passed away. I began by asking him how he and the community are doing this morning.
Yeah, let's find out.
Terrible, terrible.
Terrible, Jogo, why are you smiling there?
But very supportive. The mayor, the police department, but most of all, Bishop Richard Franklin Norris, Bishop of the 7th Episcopal District of the AME Church, continues to lead us and have us to respond in kind, that we lean on one another to help the community get through this terrible situation.
It is shocking in every sense, and already authorities are calling it a hate crime.
Really? How do you know that?
How do you feel about what has happened here? I mean, is there
anything
that would ever have made you think this could happen in your community?
Somebody said, because he killed the people. Well,
yeah, for me, as far as it's a shock. But when you look at America, America has this great love affair with guns, and anybody can get them, whether they're mentally disturbed, whether they're crazy, whether they're part of a hate group. Just give them a gun. Everybody.
Bad point. Because you see their agenda. See, every time they say it's a hate crime, there's some type of agenda attached to it. New World Order agenda. Let's listen to this man again.
When you look at America, America has this great love affair with guns, and anybody can get them, whether they're mentally disturbed, whether they're crazy, whether they're part of a hate group. Just give them a gun. Everybody has a gun, and nobody wants to police it or rein it in. And when you have things like this, it would be absurd to think that every church that has a service or a meeting.
That man said just give them a gun. So what is he really saying? We need laws that won't allow people to get guns. You label it a hate crime. You could say if somebody doesn't like a certain thing, then that person is a hater. And then you say that person is not allowed to own guns.
Would lock their doors and lock people out. You just can't do that. And so when you look at
the whole it can happen anywhere thing,
at this country and the direction it's going in, it's just a lot of violence everywhere. It's almost nonstop.
Really?
Reverend, I know we're just starting to count the toll this morning, the human toll of what...
This man rolled out with the agenda before they even finished counting the toll. You see that? We're still counting the toll.
And here in particular, I know you were very close to Reverend Pinckney. What can you tell me about him?
Can't tell.
Clemente Pinckney was a leader with the young people group. He knew the church. He grew up in the church. And when he became an elder person as a man, there was no doubt that he did not address as either yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Always had that demeanor about him.
Yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
He had a young family, a wife and 2 daughters. Do you know anything about how they're doing this morning?
Well, we were with the families last night. They're definitely in our prayers, and the church has come to their aid and rescue. So it's community, along with the other 9 persons who were gunned down.
Well, you're all in our prayers this morning, Reverend John Hall Brown. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Come on now. This man right here, with the Adam Lanza haircut, I mean, what are we going to do, ban the haircut? Oh, we're just going to capitalize off the Black Lives Matter movement. We're going to take that momentum that's over there and swing it over in the views of gun control. That way, we get more people behind gun control. Now, I'm sure the powers that be don't like it that South Carolina is gun friendly. They don't have the legislation that they are desiring. Let's see here. Permit to purchase? No. Registration? Nope. Licensing? Nope. Permit to carry? Nope. And yes, and that's only with the handgun. So I'm sure this will help change that, right? Well, we trying to get what you said, Joker. Then they got this man right here, the AME Church. Come on now, AME. This is roll down. Let's see here. Stood alongside other pastors at rallies after the Walter Scott shooting, the fake shooting. Y'all remember that? Fake as heck. He also played a key role in pushing for body camera legislation, co-sponsoring a bill that was recently signed into law by this man. Co-sponsored the dang body camera legislation, which is a New World Order agenda. Seem like it's to try to help the situation. No, it's just to further their agenda so they can surveillance everybody. And guess who else called for them dang body cam? Oh, Hillary Clinton calls for mandatory police body cameras. So what now? Well, we got to find the dang shooter. The gunman. Yeah, he's supposed to be still running around somewhere. So we can actually hear from him now and let's see why he did it. What his motive was. And what else we got to do here? Oh, yeah, the government wants you to protest, preferably violent protests. That's what they usually want you to do, so then they can bring in the troops. Their little agenda, so they're looking for that for you in the Black Lives Matter movement, and also they're going to push for gun control, of course, just like always. They think since this guy was able to go into this church and shoot up all these people, it was because they didn't have the gun control laws that they needed to stop this.
Redsilverj, all I gotta say.